First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now it's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Goff. He's got it to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Again, Goff. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now Goff on third and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
25 yards that time.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. We are in for a good one as we're through one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Lions at 4-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's gone. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd down and 6 now. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain the play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. from 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Fields, and this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Listen.
To throw on second down is gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
This out quickly to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, 33 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 27 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Dickerson trying the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On play action, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Goff on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Here we go, son. Hey, go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the option right is Fields.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Caught by Allen. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go, son.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Now Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You're starting to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. Second and 7. To throw is Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. They'll run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Don't jump. Ready?
And here we go on fourth down. Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here on the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is first and 10. Goff now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hoffman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Goff. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Now it's Goff.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Goff. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields.
Smith catches left side. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. All eyes on Fields.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Fields.
Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defense